any Marine today, would she rather carry 20 pounds of batteries or a rolled up solar panel? And I am positive she will tell you a solar panel, and so would he.
Okay. Let's do the impossible right now. You and I have to do the impossible. We're going to set aside the cringe factor of how lame that is. It even okay to call that a joke? And how lame that was? We'll set that aside for a moment. Set that aside. Let's go through a couple things we saw. It was just Memorial Day weekend, right? We honored the fallen. Did a special here on the first for it. Hope you watched that. Hope you enjoyed it. But that's a day to honor the fallen, right? It's a solemn day where we think about people who died to make sure we can live free, and we honor them. All right, so you just heard what Kamala Harris said to a graduating class bunch of Marines. Very cringe. Not the time to put politics into anything. Do we have to do the women power thing? Just get up and give a speech, right? Right? Well, there's more. There's more. Kamala Harris caused a little bit of a dust up on social media when she threw a tweet up going into the weekend that was, of course, just a picture of herself, of course, in a pearl necklace, saying, enjoy the long weekend. Joe Biden did the same thing. Not just Kamala. President of the United States put up a tweet saying, stay cool this weekend, folks. Going into Memorial Day weekend. Now, these are not world-ending things. These are not life-ending controversies. And I don't get offended. I realize a bunch of people were offended, so I'm not offended by it. But obviously, it's pretty cringeworthy, and they really missed the mark, right? I mean, they just got blasted all across social media. This is inappropriate. It's not about a long weekend. It's not about ice cream. What are you doing? I'm about to explain to you why they miss the mark all the time. All the time. You ready? Here's the best way I can explain it. Are you religious, devoutly religious? And if you aren't, that's fine. Do you know somebody who is? Somebody who's a devout Christian or Jew or Muslim or something like that? I mean devout. Do they look at the world the same way you look at the world? Or do they look at the world through the lens of their religion at all times? You know, I'll speak for born-again Christians. Everything is about Jesus, right? Everything is. That's how they look at the world. It's central to who you are. It's central to your worldview. It would never occur to you in any situation, if you were a born-again Christian, to set aside Jesus. Jesus, wait in the car if you don't mind. I'm going to a barbecue. That's not how it works, right? It's with you at all times. That is the best way I can explain to you why Democrats miss the mark all the time. Because communism is their religion. It is not a political ideology. It is their religion. They carry it around with them everywhere they go. They could no more set it aside than the Christian can set aside Jesus. They can't do it. It would be like asking them to remove their head and still carry on. Have you ever known, maybe you know one personally in real life. You know any Democrats in real life? I'm assuming you do. I would assume you do. I know some. I know a couple. Now, obviously, I'm in the suburbs of Texas, so I'm not in the most heavily Democratic area. It's pretty much Republican, but there are some Democrats in the neighborhood. We get together as a neighborhood all the time. It's just one of those types of places. Halloween, everyone gets together. July 4th, everyone gets together. Random crawfish season, everyone gets together. Everyone's always getting together as neighbors. You know what everyone does when the Democrats walk in? The one or two that walk in, everyone goes, oh, gosh. Why? It's not as if they're bad people. Why does everyone do that? It's not even because they're Democrats. It's because we know it's about to get political. Because believe it or not, I don't talk politics when I'm off work. I talk politics for 3 hours on the radio every day and an hour on TV. When I stop talking politics and paying attention to politics, it's about 5.5 seconds after this earpiece comes out of my ear. I have other parts of my life I enjoy. Family, food, friends, things like that. I don't live this. They're not that way. We'll be in a party talking about kids or a car or a job. Someone will come strolling it up without a second thought. The Democrat, without a second thought, comes rolling right up. Can you believe what Trump did? But, whoa, even if he did something dumb, why are we doing that? It's the weekend. Go get a beer. What? Why? It's not because it's a bad person. They couldn't leave their God at home. That's why Barack Obama missed the mark on every mass shooting ever. I will always detest him for this because now it's become mainstream. You just expect it out of all Democrats. They all do it now. There'd be a horrible mass shooting. And before the bodies were cold, Barack Obama would run to the microphone, instead of offering condolences, prayers for the family, let's all just come together and mourn. We have to get guns. Why do we still have guns? This is guns. Immediately gun grabbing when people are dying. Parents, spouses are getting the worst phone call you could ever imagine. Imagine that phone call. And while they're getting the phone call, your son is gone. The president of the United States is on TV politicking, talking about guns. Completely inappropriate. Everyone freaked out every time he did it. Well, why? In the wake of a mass shooting, do you expect Barack Obama to set aside his God? It's his God. Why did Kamala Harris, her staffers miss the mark on social media? Why did Joe Biden's staffers miss the mark on social media on Memorial Day so badly? It's not because they're bad people. I mean, maybe they are bad people. I don't know. But I'm a bad person. I can't judge them for that. It's because they see the whole world through that lens. Kamala Harris can't get up in front of a graduating class and just give a Marine Corps good job, rah, rah, pro-America speech. She can't set her politics aside. She has to bring it out there with her because it's her God. I think the sooner you understand that, the easier it will be to take everything they do. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked they missed the mark. When you see the world through a prism, and it's a prism of a false God, the false God of communism, everything you see is going to be wrong, right? It'd be like seeing the whole world through the cloudiest glasses ever. You're never going to have a clear picture of what's right and what's wrong, of what priorities should or shouldn't be, because you're looking through a cloudy lens. That's what's wrong with them. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me. Thanks.